yen from to as soon as possible. My train and dragging your feet a bit wasted time, and then 11th of April 2024, and nona your friend a big showdown, and nona a say a Brochimaimo UK sponsors have a mighty change coming. Almost say the financial threshold under Appendix FM. So we nipa be 771 ukita indefinite leave to remain, or 2 ukita British passport. Person who deal with duffel every Ghana, but as a spouse, as a partner, almost say moving from £18,600 to £29,000. Sometimes no, me say yen fun is serious, but sister na and it's here for beer more team and a from 18,000 to 29,000. A bit will mock a crowd, even if it's gross. A bit will move na nipa bi wo hokra 18.6 no sebe omo to me for omo sika emba together and manenso omo income emba together and manenso into 29,000 a year is a big change. Say no, we have exactly 5 weeks to make an application. Within the 5 weeks, your fee waiver krana, and you do it within the 5 weeks, no, you still be under the 18,006 criteria. Usa kase ujiaska am application no call before that time. Again, you will be under the old rules, which means that 18,006 will continue to apply to you. Into meaning the entire train another 5 weeks, beba. And Sarah, we make our move. Let us make our move on time. Into a no. Now, before we go into the main topic, me person Bobby, so it's part of the topic, and then you better discuss it. Yen nyanim say under the financial requirements, no, or more pegging at 18.6 for now. But there's something your friend no exceptional circumstances. Sa exceptional circumstances no a mark point say sebi so once 18,006 gross no only beer. You better sa exceptional circumstances route no. Now ya shum aka say would it be would it be unjustifiably harsh? A bit affected was so much if was spouse and I said untimi beka sponsor home so me no na UK maimo esa omushem. There are so many factors they consider before sir exceptional circumstances omushem. One who wa bawo krom ha oye minor onyan D18 once you say no show ba but you show ba no show ba you are jointly responsible for your child but you show every Ghana my instructions said the entity and say tie ni bibia. But aka say we be back krom ha abet na wo kun chain and I say abet na we hearing chain and they are above but who a British child who a British spouse and yen nyanim say wo akola sometimes no very difficult say ubeye juma abrusa 18,006 no especially for younger children because they be now will care for akola no. So now what the point I want to make is say, in our community, we need to make use of such exceptional circumstances, no? Because a lot of the time, when you have 1869 wait, they've just given up. They don't want to look into it. But we at Abinal Solicitors, we look into what the law entails. And the exceptional circumstances can kick in. Sometimes no cry and they say. We yari bia wenyano. We mobility issues bia esi hu kwano. Enti mi mao enye ejuma emfasa 18.6 no en mani nye ye. And also exceptional circumstances bet me so as well. But yen back to the child. Yen who say but as a spouse and you have a British child also here in the UK. There are certain effects it can have on that child. Say, sebi, ni mami ntimi join ni papa. the family, the papa soon to me joining. And money here, it's almost like a single household instead of it being the whole family unit. It breaks our family unit apart immediately. So we can say 18.6 and not mommy ne share akolana and our papa ne share akolana. No to me yes askana. Not just say the child can be affected psychologically, emotionally. These are some of the factors that I bet to me are affected akolano. I want to say this evening, I want to state categorically, if anybody is going through that, now 18.6 want to mean try your best, yeah part-time, but kind of and so 18.6 but who akola won change say akola no nyandi 18 shani de be na ukofano every school, and because it's a one parent household obi ni ho a obefa fa akola na ma o wo pe na wo betimi aye. These are the difficult circumstances that face a lot of people. Because they can't 18.6 no cry now what you put him off immediately. But then may catch them says exceptional circumstances it exists. And I say, what's that situation more? And now we will be suffering in silence. Me pacho Fred Abinel solicitors. Now to me Shimon Kasamao. You see, it's the way I present a case and no money yet to me Janasa 1816 and the media mean yet they be you will quite be a bet to me afaso a cop 29,000 poor. The exceptional circumstances route is not closed although say the threshold has increased. So if you look at your circumstances, now still like 18.6 a better scale 29,000 and no the unya krana patch of contacting nah you know better say, and we'll talk about what can be done to help you and to assist you every step of the way. Midase.
Yo, yeda lawyer say wakasa ye no de me very interested. I'm a person lawyer before I move on me busa obi bi mienu miensa na me make sure na tie fon so make sure because will be a problem nkofo bebre burden pa owo kunu ewo ma ewo krom ya ne kunu wo Ghana enso ntimi nkofa ne kunu ne ma because of omiti financial threshold of 18,600 no omiti obu wa wo benefit but osan 2 hours be 16 hours a week ewo ho na aban no amane bis dia so because of akra na ekura ne nti no okoye full time a ontimi nhwa akra no enti no aban so no so aye adwuma akra ne papa ewo Ghana opeso okofa akra ne papa ba se meti won komo na wudie no ase a opeso okofa akra ne papa ba yensu nyina nim se obi o British passport indefinite and now 2.5 years who use UK law e dia kofa be ma free Ghana ba oba free Ghana ba aye be kan say ye was spouse and na wo kofa ne na ba e was say we meet financial threshold of 18,600 currently starting from 20 something of March April no e be up to 29,000 pounds. Enti no se nipa no oje benefit enti ontimi enye full time na woji sikani bi so a metedie wo kana se a emre bi wo ho a etimi covering no ema wotimi cover ne spouse eba.
That is 100% spot on. Yes. Yes, please.
And you'll be among and some lawyer me. And you know what me wo shame 18,600 in pona wusu unti me and ye kan wo hwan na ko 29,000 ne dia and ye won sabe guti esu na lawyer kasa no se ko 29,000 nimpa akwanya wo ho se obetumi aboa intimate na dem nka say me je benefit yo na me kunu wo Ghana na nkura yi ha me e bia wo de emi no de e ba ko dodo bia wo bia so far as akra ewo aware ni mu no de lawyer say 100% accurate obetumi e de na ba eye ono lawyer emi ebetumi de o spouse no aba edi amount eti me pacho book appointment is a afre no ye kasa ya test no ye de phone no ye fa course we ye stop video na no one first caller because one start application in there from April no and your many better than it. And if I were you are me to me cantem e ma bebre ekunu no mo te Ghana a wo ntimi nkofo mo ma e na wo mo ho kire wo mo ntimi patch of lawyer na one nko lawyer yembra ene enkomo no eso e ma me ntimi patch wo bia waka me ho bia like it wa oba no one like it seniorness like it ade Dawson like it akwasi bibia begu screen and minima de crow nti age so o check o end ho de mame Isaac or say like it Victoria like it Perla Dobia like it Veronica like it Mary like it Obia Mary Danso is it Mary Danso skin pain fine club and Mary Danso for Obia and like wow abasu bia me patcho fa wonsa 18 timosone like it and share Obia like it na e share. All right, I think now we do a video no atwase amema akwaba eye Abenel solicitors and I wonu mo echeche enkomo no wasugusu awutie wani susugusu a wo hwe no screen eso lawyer Emi lawyer mu ya santo a open krata e United Kingdom ono ofa ne so a obete won krata maute ya frewu interview awade na yekuntunkuri eye banchi aba awade na ho tutuntokuru enti oba no wonhunu wukunu no hu no lawyer ma menka asere sembi ne sere Friday no na ye program na bra bi be frɛ wo so na bra ne se wono amudie wo wa ha oni nkrata ena ne sister wakofa ni sister friga na aba na ne sister no dependent of care ni sister ni ye main carer of care ena obi ye ni sister ni dependent ni sister ni kunu ne baaye ba lawyer what you say ni sister what the better of na say ni sister what you say
yeah
what you say ni sister
yeah
ena ni sister na aware ni kunu aba what you say what the person Jonah say. Yes, yes, British man want to say. Akura people sometimes abana what is kuntunkuni? Anytime I'm watching you, Stephanie, my darling, Auntie abana what is kuntunkuni? Every day you say kuntunkuni. And so him kuntunkuni me catch the wow look all can what you menka. Liar. Na mosh me pacho checking kurani mame. Na bray kuntunkuni unyaba. Eni ni kunu aba ni nuaba ni kunu abo obi ni nuanyem yenye ne sa na lawyer oni ni nua na nyem so ati ase
yeah me ase
enti opeso obusa se
yes
okay in short no obusa se ni nuaba ne wo a onu betimi ayusu akora de de agibi age skill worker visa no na akora na mu papa ne so wonye dey enti wo kan ye na lawyer se da bi ontimi bi ko bi ni kunu na aba o se da bi lawyer media na am say hey aha ye kuntunkuni enti okay ena me se bra o se kwa be ni me fa so mi menya bie and I'm saying, I'm here, wadom, so we are single. What's it, Debbie? Me, and I'm saying, hey, well, sister, what's sister? Ain't you no? Do you have any say, woo no? Go pet pre mark ba. Oh, what? What's it, hey, sister? Obi a me why na men call pre mark. Men call na say brother no first time na me ade ko na me program. Why? Men ka say ko ne ko wo yire chi ko na me program. Na ye nko. Enti mesra mo. Mesremo obi amra metie aha say wo penkrata wo benya aha say na wo penkrata wo benya aha ne platform a wonya menopause yesi kro me ha de wo awo e na abegina so nya won krata e bia na wo menopause usu te dem ye anti abana me menopause mi nwu biom ana me ni menopause kra mi nwu biom me pacho premac ho kwanu tum aha se wo ba ubenya nkrata ye frɛ na busua ani da so o pese okofa wukunu wo yere wo ma edo mo ba abrochire e ya ha sei e na wo ba ubenya nkrata e wo aha sei abana skin payment to se kofa wo yere chi enti oba platform bi so anya abotre na tie me kasa ne se ne me kasa no na move on what you say na move on mentra fa ko kuntunkuni wo ho premac wo ho everything is there enti me pacho bibia ni a wo frɛ lawyer ye kyerɛ ema wo hu kwan a wo befa so abenya nkrata wo de nkrofo anoma ye adwuma kye emre na so se wo gya yusu na wankasa wo fa wo de enwema esesa wo kroma no nti ne de lawyer aba enti frɛ lawyer e bia watena ha 16 years 18 years 19 years wo ni nkrata rade adom abanyama ne wo nya bi da ye wie ya no afɛ lawyer mi na ne no atwetwe enkomo why application epesa wo kofa wo yire wo kunu wo ma ede wo ba abrochire and I want kasa wo ba as a spouse visa, as a student, as a tourist. Why wo person be UK ha? When your application the call you refuse you. Either see a bundle for 10 years. And now see a bundle will name mum near refuse you. A dear now wo person wo ye. Refuse and na ye dear intine refuse you. Yes sir, wo packaging now wo packaging you know. Nenya right and you may be else so ye. And now says mistakenly and now ye mistake. Obi wa wo beka santi abana enyame na me ye my application connection man and ye mame. Okay. Connection man ne ye ma wo ana most of the time no obi wa wo ba ne stop no e wo airport yes din we e ye den e ba so din the same was midi wo date of birth the same was just em Ghana enti eno no lawyer ebetimi atwitwa age wa obi wa lawyer busa se why na ye application ne ma wo was nyame na me ye eno alone ne kra no e wo ho kwase e ma won krata na and any kwase ma won krata and ye bedin komo enti me pacho share na like lawyer yanko meja idea ma
all right sister Abunamida se kan say wa ma me sa akonya no what I want to speak about today the me person me boss of panel is one of the applications I yenya on a day-to-day basis no a skilled worker. We get a lot of skilled worker queries. Skilled worker although free Ghana both or airport no maybe a spouse about airport and I say ana in Sanka COS ama ne ho and I say when you COS or back room ha afa o person ko fa ne ku eba or be application no person or who dey say oye mama making it very clear advice I remember and then it applies to visitors visas as well. It applies to students, but I'm going to use the skilled worker as an example. And so yes, as Sister Abna said, a lot of the time, so free Ghana nearby agents no na anya ejuma no krama or no na wa connect with ejuma. Enti or can be now a application at the entry clearance officer, the British High Commission as we would call it. But sometimes, unfortunately for the applicants, there are mistakes. And when I say mistakes, these are crucial mistakes. Mistakes are so it's so hard to come back from it. Sometimes the reason why it's so hard to come back from it, and they say, in this application, what's they say, oh, babako. But if you pass it, some 5, 6, 7 years ago, or even more, oh yeah, visitors visa application, oh yeah, and so oh the 4 children they come say unkola. It won't say that there's disparity. Won't say there's a difference. 5 years ago, who can say no work 4 children? Now, what can say work kolaba kupe? Unless, of course, there's been some dark moment in your life, I want losing unkolano. Unless, of course, that's happened, which has to be stated in the application. But if that hasn't happened, you cannot justify say unkola 4 afe wo akolaba ko. Now, with the application akotum, right? On top of that, with date of birth in Swasesa. what come hoda, what bonsa, because we all know, say, from around about 2012, 2013, thereabouts, 2012, thereabouts, biometric has always been compulsory. Into register your biometric information now, or move all your details on their file. Into say, who can say you were born on the 28th of June 2000? They would expect, say, what you told them before, no, ubediso. Nyafe na udi new passport aba. Afe we see you were born on the 31st of July 1980. Maybe to suit the type of work you are going to do. Ebia to no person would share almost say ebia maturity abem. And I say, more refusing no. You want a clean slate. Who say yes, your paper be history ni vanish at one time. Now they would buy him no the 31st of July, let's say 1980 no, and no fan share will be because we pass no. You yourself, you are ashamed of your past. You've not been happy with your immigration history. Who apply now more refuse it. Who use the same name or more refuse it. Into say no. What's the someone name? What's the someone date of birth? What's the number of children you have? Just so that Uber pass it this time around. Just so that skilled worker visa no won't sound bekabi. But my main country will say sa information come forward. For example, sometimes the agents are Ghana Maimu, and wherever it may be, they double up as legal advisors. To say are advising more on Emra. In some cases they can, but a lot of the times no advice is not the correct advice, because before so be application will passed with the British High Commission will what you've submitted before. And at Abinel Solicitors, we will always ask you of names you've used in the past. Have you changed anything before? Have you said you were married before? It's sometimes a mistake. I will say, oh, now I can say 5 years ago, I can say you were married to so and so, maybe to Mr. Atubanson. Afe no oko skilled worker visa no. Afe what worry Mr. Techi Mensa. Okay, there's no problem with that. But how do you deal with it in such a way? Say the Home Office or the Entry Clearance Officer will not say, oh, try say ube misrepresenting cannot correct, because what can say you're married to Mr. Atubanson, and now you are saying you're married to Mr. Techimensa. You can't be married to two people at the same time. Into there's some information there, from my into as far as we are concerned. You are misrepresenting. There's information you are concealing, you are hiding. Pacho, I hope that is understood. Now, of course, the nature of every application sometimes typing no, it can be very deceptive. Instead of it being 1988, now 1998. And also an error. But a bad form no so. No, say no. Before no, this was not the information. How comes all of a sudden it's changed? It's a mistake. It's a mistake, and not a friend, an innocent mistake. Okay, into you type in now. Sa akomia bibi na date na sesa, and not the omobeti me a check it or passport po. Was submitted as part of the application. Your birth certificate. Umbeti me a check it say, does it correspond with the data? Now what forms no so. It is an Entry Clearance Officer who and no, usually no, they wouldn't refuse for such a petty reason, because obviously there's a way umbeti me a check it with date of birth, but there sometimes they do, and so refuse it for such a simple reason. Maybe you've mistyped something by accident, and maybe and I see some dates no, and I say some no. Sometimes computer crowd type it in, not be what type of keyword be not be automatically. One sound tribune a console not locate to say, oh, this is not the correct information, but it's an innocent mistake. Innocent mistakes, dear. So the real, back no say we are refusing you because your date of birth you stated on the forms was incorrect, and I said your name was not correct. Now we can always stand with you and challenge SAR decision omoye. But let me tell you certain things that it is almost impossible to challenge, right? Sometimes, no, as part of the COS, no, you see, say, the employer who is the sponsor, no, or they will be via akahon, will financial, how do we call it, upkeep, or accommodation will be via what selected says, say, wo ba, wo be drew chronosoa, or no one will be via so, you know, so wo be drew on your arrival, on one or be so. There is also a financial requirement for people. Sebi, they don't have any employer, or the employer in question is not happy or responsible for accommodation, for initial expenses, living expenses, so be drew chroma, right? Into sa individual, they have to show a certain amount of money in their account for a period of time. Often, no, they say these individuals, some people who have agents, because the sponsor no ensure will seek at sem so we drew kromhana, then they are forced sometimes to forge bank statements, or forge bank statements to say who was scano. Meanwhile, so scanning niho. Mamin country when say the entry clearance officer, they have their ways to investigate a document, to do their checks, to find out say passing bank statements, they are legitimate and now any legitimate. And so say yes, what represented false documentation, yankai the effect it has on you as a skilled worker. First of all, you would have been issued with a COS, but because now and then you made the decision, say only agents will be pair it up. Now, what your bank statements, fraudulent bank statements amount, can say they can ban you for 10 years. And sub ban nan kasano is very difficult to get that ban off because they want to see the intent. Now, what Adrena said, you have people with agents, no. But people said there are people are completely innocent. So, innocent. For example, bank statements are mubisa phone or one kasa bank statements are my agents no, and it qualifies, it meets the financial threshold. But agents no na ever funny bank statements ebia or the more before fro ye nim the order now another replicated type of bank statement which is fraud. Now or their core enim say one who submit it because Kai said the entry clearance officer believes that so Peninsula, you've agreed that you've looked at the forms, you agreed that information is true to the best of your ability. Then they believe, say, what has happened? They say what Peninsula said, Bibia Odiabano is prim and proper. But you're quite clear, you say, and your papa. All of these things, in some instances, the intention is not to defraud the Secretary of State, or is not to defraud the entry clearance officer. There's no intent there. At Abinal solicitors, no say because of course application was not done by ourselves, but now say yes, me command agent, but now me say way or they call na me names are made me documents, but osisa documents no because no your application no you bet me adjina so abwao. Even though say sometimes say banasa that is because of the deception no omotimi ma 10-year ban, we can always reverse that ban because say only intenta it means say you are not aware, you are innocent until we make sure say people are omonye bibia ombetimi aka say yes or the bibi kan ho onim hu bi no, we make sure those people are what are protected. Now where you bad apart that one is false documentation, but sometimes no, some people make false representations as well. Inti our form no or say okay onene kunwa ware onena ware onene yira ware on this date, okay, and at a particular date and so no obetimi atre say onene kunso na omutifako na se ukohwemu a aware kra no omuka no omunim hu any idea of aware no. They're just saying it is one of convenience. They're just saying say they are married on paper. They are married on paper and that's it. That's all they believe in. And I say it's a matter of abia. Ya bisa no say wa worried that. And also waka say Debbie me worried that. Meanwhile on himself very well say waka entry clearance officer no, but it may have been some time ago, 10 years ago. Waka and say waka almost say wa worry. Afe no wasisa no aban say on worry. This can be a misrepresentation because kase worry that meanwhile what worry what all the marriage certificate crack or more that say what worry I say you have to be transparent at Abinel solicitor. Sometimes it's not the applicant's fault. Agents no and I say nipa na oye man no when bisa no cra say what worry that on bisa no the marriage certificate cry no so say on every marriage certificate no utumi hu nipa no ye titre no ye Ghana for your customary marriage certificate and now which can be done proxy or our ordinance certificate, ordinance marriage our mama certificate no status na akase if you're unworried that. Meanwhile, nipa krone is what is a divorcee. You see, maybe the person is a divorcee, and I say, Obeka said, never been married before, never been married. But uko home office records no so, uko entry clearance records no so. We say, nipa we say was married 10 years ago. So why are they now telling us they are not married? They are not married. It's in no. Say entry clearance officer or decided on your case no. Obetri say, try and draw. This is a lie because you said you were not married, but you were married. But sometimes, no, it's an innocent mistake. It's because said the applicant was not informed, was just asked to bring their marriage certificate. One agent, no, and now nipa no, has not told them, has not asked key questions. Ebanasa say banasa nkwandia. Because of your innocence, because say yam bisawo ana omode kotumu, so much information in there is wrong. Yam bisawo about who past previous relationships until my refusal. We can challenge that decision because of your innocence, we can still challenge it. So mama 10-year ban no krana, it may be reversed. So ama refusal visa krano. It may be issued for you because can say you are not married is because you were not asked the right questions. Sometimes the documents are like a marriage certificate, but instead of stating that you've been divorced before, it says you've never been married before. We have ways and means that you bet me a presentable case ama bibia ayeden adede. So there are so many different types of misrepresentation. Another part is deception. Deception it say wono aware wo gina so awu kase wa ware no in your heart of all hearts unim say aware no enye ware pa, right? Not only say unim say enye ware pa, but unye you just think say okay warrior made a coin him where minia ama warrior no made a by UK mimo we no minya no unim but one can't tell mo why application no abane say again it's always history that catches people out. You're sharing history more in the past. You're sharing no that can never be your spouse because maybe an unia. So how is that your spouse and omunim because of the past applications that have been made by either man or wife. What we need to ensure is say application amount and now say application 1 year dada, right? Now there are so many ways of correcting deception, of correcting misrepresentation, of correcting all these things that omufili say enye, of correcting fraudulent documents. one of the best ways to do so, if you come and see us, no say application na kodada, you rescind the application. So me cancel rescind that, you just cancel the application process. What we would advise you, if sir a con and the thing that is gone is not an innocent mistake or is not trivial, bibi aye kese na say kwa cause problems, is blatant misrep, is a fraudulent document, or is deception, we would always advise say you cancel that application and you start afresh, because so cancel that bibia odi too at first no omo nhwe omo be hwe fresh application. Let's say for example Abinel solicitors AMO into what share their agent na here one who said there are some mistakes before so be submitted, or say ebi say was submitted all the forms na brel say where forms we must submit me triaka pacho who say there are mistakes, are major mistakes. One who documents or they are called one who pass a bank statement, no, and a bank statement, papa. One who pass a colano birth certificate on one yano, a fake birth certificates are my from almost so my from registry office and free registry office or a fake document. Me patawa and kawanuntum and kasa omu, because bank statement where they say Echo Bank na ya throw so bank statement where the standard chart na omudin bosu pempeng inti na say kopwa enyehwe me pacho who said there's anything fake, it's not, it doesn't belong to you. Sa figures na e account mo enye wo dia onya sa aska da it's a passive financial threshold no scan ka mo hia no nye no kra na wo account mo wo de mo hia pepepe koto mo. But say share bank account no, you have millions of Ghana cedis in that bank account. Contacting it immediately. It's never too late. Oh yeah, application no who say on 1 year mistake say and tnaso enye din enka say o enye hwe omunhu ebema me case no cry more Davy. Contact us at Abinel Solicitors. Now we can act very swiftly to make sure we turn the case around. Another thing is apart from say you bet me ayesano set up application na anya kodada, because you know in some circumstances no agents no for one reason or the other on pesa obetra forms no. Sometimes it's because before for forms no sir on pesa obehu. Sometimes it's because say documents are mode kan ho omonim pa say documents no nya wodia into move person mode betrel into in actual sense no wodia what tria ne ska say onya fine onya wo application na wonya kwan embra UK maimo embeye djuma wo krom ha asumdwem, but in their mind no, or use other documents which is going against you also onim you didn't know, you are completely innocent. A court net result in a normal 10-year ban for deception, misrepresentation, or even fraudulent documents. So for Abinel solicitors at that point, because ye bet me abua at me up put a case together to let Abia, if it's going to be reviewed as an administrative review now, we will go forward and really state your case properly. Kai say admin review no. It is only used when the caseworker has made a caseworking error. It's an error. I won't make it. If there are certain documents that are presented and it's not from you, or there's certain information there that is not your information, and as a who catch nipana or fill forms, no, but one say the whole cano, or yet your on one pair, of course. To an extent, it can be looked at, it can be argued as it's an error, because the AM panel, what is the truth or what should have been presented hadn't been presented. Into your information has been misrepresented, or wrong information. Wrong. On that case in particular, yes, maybe on the wrong information, maybe now I hear the correct thing. But if we are able to tell them, the caseworkers, our decision that this information was not even your information to begin with. It was not your information. You're completely innocent. And I hear what evidence say pass our information no cry nya wodia what me prove say documents no way now they come agent no or representative no nti onim dey buy as our documents no aba wa demo. Also providing with details ni nyaman, wo passport, wo birth certificate, wo bibia into wo nim de see ya information I wa form this nya wrong. It's not your fault because you entrusted an agent to work for you. Afi ade na ye basa. Ni nya no mo no. Mestre say mumbra Abinel solicitors. Mestre pa say bra Abinel solicitors ye beti me abwa was sa kwan paso. It does not matter say I think say sometimes some woman nipa 10-year ban na 10-year ban na they feel say that is the end of the road until musa or mukosho mukona that is it. They be so mama 10-year ban and you are not in agreement who feel say me my ban we aba me kwan so friend at Abnell solicitors and we will be able to help you to make sure we beat it for you, you know. So, and of course, the last thing I want to say, no, we are not talking about the people that are guilty through and through. Those are not the ones we are talking about. We are talking about the innocent ones who had nothing to do with the, you know, they gave all their documents to the agent and they trusted the agent, they trusted the lawyer, and everything went wrong. Those are the people who we can stand for, support, and make sure the 10-year ban is reversed. Sister Abna, I'm very grateful, I'm thankful, and I'm ready for any questions that may come your way.
Yenda lawyer se wado sukopa amiate ne ye we nyina ye se ebia wo biba waje visa wo ba ana wo kromi ha na waje visa abakromi ha years back ago na fe de wo kwa akoya application foforo ana wo renew won krata wo ko fa iraba ko fa kunaba na wa ya application ko office na popia ba wo ma wo yire wo say wo se there be but e bia na de wo ba brochire no connection man na nipa wo bo awo e ma wo koje wo first visa enioma wo twere gusu no wonya we etesa lawyer say se wo ba nanimu a ekwan a wo befa so obe withdraw application no e wo home office de amount e ma wo won kokoto amane ebim wo ye example say obi wo ho anu aware oba brochire e bia connection man e do obi good na application so se wo ne yire ne ma which is onya aware and no ni sa no de wo ye innocent, genuinely innocent obetimi atwitwa e de ajew na de wan kasa wo ye boapaye na wan kasa wo ye sa de ne de e offense kese pa wo se no de won me eno de genuinely e na waye but apart from that ne de obetimi aye e de amount eno this skill worker for no eye example e bia na wo wako eye British embassy da why application bia ko with date of birth and our birth certificate so why ye de akoda na fe na genuinely one kase bia when you see we be na pese woko na akwaje visa na use di against you say years back and emre bi atwa ba ha now use date of birth we aden na de we use date of birth we and I will use din we di abahada genuinely no because of enye wo na wo ye obi na ye application ma obi na bua wo nti no obetimi e defend wo ana so wakọ near the 10-year band na to so a obetimi a fight amia withdraw 10-year band no e de a free eye wo so enti ene ne nkoma wo ne edi no which is very good pa enkofo bebre face sa challenge no e wo ekromi ha say e bia fe no aberade na dom opeso okoye ne nkrata enso so no enioma kra na ne lawyer ana say enipa wo boa no e application ma no wa man application copy enti wonim die otworo e de to so otworo so wo kunu date of birth address ni kurom hwan o ma no pedi onim enipa na ana ekrom a connection man na e na twetwe bibia de course so lawyer say ansa na wo beye wo application no brabe hu no se wo pese wo hu bibi biara a nipa wo boa wo ema wo ye wo application no etwero gu so di ko home officer bra ne be hu no obeyi ni na de aba beto anim ama wa hwe menye any mistake bi ansa na wa ba be free lawyer me pacho eya na repairs ne doso repairs bi o hokra repair kra enye yi na asaje gon enti wunya mfa nko repairs no free no na woni no eni eye ensa woso me beautiful lines no e de atum ye beautiful lines no de atum no na ye san pick questions no ye be busa lawyer questions no na ye ne no e de dwumadi na aba na wie ye enti any question bi apeso busa lawyer se efa enne enkomo ne ho se emfa enne enkomo ne ho wo betumi e busa phone lines me bi atum ansa na me pacho obi an like it na obi an share like the program and share it like it and share it number ni 00447502422799 any question bia me pacho opese obusa bia no mesre obetumi ebusa yes darling offer na me hwe Ghana number na mafre wo woni me se wo nana no musie no is it Wednesday
aye no one say na ka me be busa lawyer say say akola ne ma me ye course ye kwa akọje bisa no yes say almost try on 15 to 60 days and in this case
not an amanya priority priority
yeah express express we pay £500.
Oh wow
almost say yeah 15 to 60 days. And what do you do? And akola see no Wednesday or chankwani chantem.
Oh.
And lawyer bet me I am baby.
Na also adana me no ne papa ne kasa ye no me ka kire mo se. Mo former lawyers nye. Me kai. Se mo former lawyers nye but eja.
Se kroma deseka me Hollandia and
no dey na so Hollandia na so ni se me lawyers. And na akra ne papa na so no by the way lawyer me patcho ne ba be wu okromi ha sei ne akra 9 years wawu na wone ne papa ene wa ha and akra na free mu yesi akra no on the 6th that's Wednesday akra na maame wo Ghana okoje visa de aba and also omo se omo 15 to 60 days bibi wo wa mo betumi aye de aboa ne ye de visa na ma ne ntem. Also, priority, but priority names also no 15 to 60 days.
How many weeks ago the application?
The batch of the application need to how many weeks ni?
Yeah, the 2 months last week Monday, last week Tuesday.
Jama ona ye.
Dabi or the command connection man, the Kumasi. Eba me didn't
oh say na me ne woni papa ni o brother ni gina so nyina no me kai ewi aso ho bra e ya na sabi sika wo ye sika ni se den e ya munti afutu no matter how enran 2 days na me Archbishop from Paul Manson kasafa mo ho me ne boy ne kasa wi ya boy ne sa chenchena wo besi akra no chenchena wo besi because no so go through stress into chenchina obesi na me so mo so wunim na usi akora na mo do ko gan British High Commission ho which is boy ne so go through stress me na me ne ai bishop okasa me ne mo kasa ye like well enti say we yeden mo yeden lawyer obetimi aboa is there any help?
It's very close. It's very close. It's just
lawyer say very close on to me emboa.
Okay.
And Tiaga said, Akra ni funu no, and I'm about to akwa chiri.
Yeah. Papa so this is the situation. Papa say obe postpone.
Uncle,
anyway, Auntie Madam was
yo, yes, yeah, that's it. Lawyer, lawyer. Hello, made of me patch lawyer to you.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sweetie.
Become so lawyer. Now all cancer financial requirement for spousal renewal no. After April 11th, on between also me my British will have say no renew media May because our requirements will be coming for the 29,000 a year can I'm still within the 18,600.
Lawyer, what do you worry that no I will renew in 2.5 years no. Still, I know obey rely on 18,600 and I said new law no.
Yes, 18,600.
18,600. That's good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Me pamocho wa na wujina so na me receive Ghana call no. Omo beti me asa friend numbers in the good screen so 00447502427999 00447861705200 004474151049 me pacho full free any question be our person busa bia no me pacho ubetimi ebusa lawyer emi na wachire wo mu me sro me fa won krata ana wa application konkomo obi oti ba bi o enye wo bi o we de me ne kwa asoro betimi aye o we de wonimade wo betumi aye we de so connection hwan obetimi aye me pacho enu nti ne de lawyers aba betena say any question you want to ask efa ene medie ne hokrana me pacho wo betimi abo awuram ebusa any question bia wo pese wo busa me sra me wi a me wie enfreme musa me hwe me wi a me pacho me wie enti wo betimi afre lawyer no abusa no any question bia wo pese wo busa bia hello me do for me pacho me modi.
Hello.
Yes darling sweetie me pacho be bia wono
me pacho program na me pese me paso.
Yo, baby, I want to do the train station.
I'm a patch number where you're back my feet on.
Okay, that's good. Say, yeah, to be fair,
Me pacho, me papa ne the me bahanum na dia wa the mame no your connection na ye benye me person can me say name ba me man say name no so na almost say me ma me wife is near Ghana almost say me kofa papa ni din ka huntin person bi sa lawyer say sitting china me papa ni din a da me so say name and one am saram tama me man
na sa wo papa din na da wo so
me pacho connection ye
kuntunkuni okay lawyer Breme say ne man ni embed the same surname a okofo maba e be affecting na assessing.
No, because and yet, there's no law written say Uwunkalaria someone bear the same surname as the sponsor. As Kai said, Ghana random Kano, and as a Ghana name, but the tradition crown just said
hold on.
Let me I adopted another family name for Nkolano, and then just said
okay, hello, made of a young call.
Me pacho, me question me 5 years, me father been 5 years. Na me wife so of ye. Enti time then I meet my apply indefinitely and na o catch say manya indefinitely and sana ma ko family yaba. Sana me papa no catch me. And nka me person ko form ba o mo se kire manya indefinitely 70
because wo ye adoption.
Me papa ne be fam say
anti wo papa na de wo baaye enti say no person who say when and abetimi akofa wo ma ene wo yere do ma ba
me pacha.
Okay, lawyer me pacha Breme I just want an indefinite and assessing.
Yes, so indefinite first before betimi
me pacha lawyer say I just want indefinite first and some otimi akofa wo yere no ma ba why
na me pacho indefinite time ben na me apply.
See any time wunya wo fa wo je won krata nti time wunya wo krata ne kan up to 5 years.
September na we do 5 years.
Nti September, October. You August now we hu lawyer. And after hu lawyer say ani fra say pack wo nioma.
Okay, pacho.
Hello, made of yenko. Hello, me pacho yenko lawyer to you.
Hello. Good evening, Sister Brandon.
Yes, darling. Good evening.
Yeah. Me pacho me was say. Me brother. Frame on that. Me so far. Me nice frame. Me want to love for. Na kids wow. Me was a village. And me sister o Chroma. On a neoma or we feel easy. I know yes. And come round of Kitsuano. Now, on call a website and so on. I'm saying this okay. I'm saying also almost 12,000 as a thing. It will be
and yet 12,000. A bro 12,000 pounds. A chrome ha. Obe adopted a cry is expensive. Now, will be our no only fee now only 12,000. So will be our no only fee mortgage is 12,000 or so.
This idea on yet to be a fun account. No, this I see them. See, I am saying, one version.
Lawyer, what person called Dr. Free Gun and a brother ba, ne sister ba. Across 7 years, I was soon yes, Kebi, or no so check website, yes, so 12,000. Or person who's a process in the same.
All right.
What cray you crata?
There be a housing
All right. Yes. Adoption process is very expensive and it's a very lengthy process. But so to me, go through the necessary channels. I will bet me Anya it's an adopted child. You don't have to have 12,000 pounds. A son will need to be a friend adequate maintenance requirements and not now you're comparing full income, the income support allowance threshold. And you show accommodation it, but only specific amount we need to make sure say we need answer or move them up no big fan. David. But I am not framing and then I can take you through the process step by step.
Okay. Sister me pacho friend lawyer na woni no enkasa emfa ho. Hello made of me pacho yenko.
Sister Rampacho me.
Yes darling sweetie yewa.
Me man lawyer Juma.
Ye choso.
Me pacho mpese me bisa lawyer say me kro yare be 6 years ni na say no ontime nya hwe odafa nti e de ni koke home na me ba pani wo Ghana na o se o pese o be hwe no me pese me busa say kwan bi wo ha obetima ba be hwe na na.
Yes, a coin be definitely a coin be daho. There's quite a number of ways I'll be to never have.
Good.
But in the meantime,
lawyer say a coin daho. I will bet me aba behwe no enti e wi afre no.
Me pacho mate.
Why? O see we afre no. Me pacho what happening yenko. Hello me do for pa me pacho yenko.
Okay, pacho na me say me this lawyer question say and say me ebi e woba na fan say woni nioma na wonya obawe bia wo pese wona netina na mo wari ma wodi kan wari da na waja wari a sisi ane so ko wari oba fifo na I was say mo show relationship 2 years then na say na wotumi wari no na
so mo woni nkrata
ai sanache
e na wo washi oba wo nkrata
pacho ai.
Okay. And now person mo worry 2 person ubusa say was some show relationship for 2 years. Proof of relationship for 2 years and son mo timi aware na. Oh yes. Okay. Okay. Lawyer so oba dia frɛ no why? Lawyer no so person ubusa say was some show proof of relationship for 2 years and now oba no mo betimi use lesser proof.
The Omo warrior, they don't need to provide any proof because they're married. It's not Kolana be and a stepchild. Right?
Oh, okay, yes, simple. No, so go worry. You, bra me patch off a lawyer. Why? Possibility. Why? Bra no otie no.
Say almost want to me worry what say you.
Ah, wo wo de wontumi ware wa ha. Enya de betimi wa ba se ye Ghana for. Yetimi ware wo fie. Bra wotie me ana wotie hu nkofo gina phone ni so o. Wo betimi aware wo fie. No mo de certificate na ba abre wa ha. Me pacho lawyer se friend no. Why?
Pachi be nya number no.
Na chese wuni so a wo hwe on.
Da bi na me do ni o.
Me pacho test me. E wo phone ya so pe lawyer number me de be send why?
Okay.
Hello, me dof me pacho yenko.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, darling, good evening.
Me pacho me name ni kunu ne fika na bai na oko school. Obeko school wa ha. But ye bedu ye no. Okra me say oko school no. But my friend na afi me friend na me nsan ka no. Nti manya na nti ye say wan ko school no. Wan ko school na ye yi nso no ebewu December ye 1 year. They say mama hu de me and I'm say my friend mama na adventure.
Oni wukunu na bae na wukunu ekra wo so oko school.
Oko school.
Ah woni ne tida ba kuma wo no kra so oko school na ekuntunguri.
Beba cho kuno ikuna kasa.
Na wo so oko school aba 1 year na nkwohwehwe no so awu so ote ase.
Beba cho me wa block me friend na nya no.
Ai enti moi ni be unti school no wan kwode a ene 1 year no probability say school na send them message say wa ama no be hand na ma home office high enti wo waware no untimi nkwaware foforo ene wasohye ana untimi nkwowo ene wagina kora ne so agibi enti no si entwa wo visa nim dia advice you say per school workers be careful be ne sohye. There be a student to cry lawyer say student dependent to muntimi nsohye ana am betimi asohye.
There's nothing that they can. Yeah, they can. Anna,
yeah, ni kunu na nko school ni emfa ma no because for the past 3 weeks no minim see a refuse nko for kra bi kra issue aba manim. Oh, because mo your application ko tuma say dependent na home office akase ko fa wukunu ni school letter bra. School ne ma wukunu letter. Enti eno na ya na ye problem.
Okay, remember an example. Of course, wawari as said, sister, wawari dia say wawari, but say if you are desertion and a separation, now there are issues with wawari now almost. Now she wants to, it's her choice. Wants to move on.
Domestic violence.
They be near domestic violence, but no kasa ebi wawari no. Because her own or friend no
to almost separate.
She should know that divorce is an option. Separation is an option, but divorce is also an option. That's a divorce here. Or me our
now lawyer now divorce was an encrata and I say as a dependent,
No. And say automatically, sir.
And your sister, there is another way. Lawyer so bet me a divorce.
My starting divorce, no. Yeah, you say you Ghana, and my starting divorce, no Ghana.
Okay.
Enti lawyer say we divorce now. Obetimi asohye visa no. Obetimi aware foforo, uhia be ma foforo na apena. Ana unya adwuma na sa adwuma no pese wo fa wa. Obetimi adwuma ne betimi asohye ama.
Okay.
Option no. Right. Me that's it. Hello, me dof me pacho lawyer you. Hey, nti no yire te na wo kwa adwuma ba 1 year nie. Eni pe bi no mo so ye kobra pa o. Hello, Pacho Yanko. Yes, darling. Eye wa me do for pa. Me Pacho ye wa o.
Pacho yo. Yo, what am say hello ya, e ma number na ya na ye twenwa. Me nim say number na go where you na say no one e different na.
Abnel solicitors enwa ene e different me Pacho obi amfa pen ne paper. Wo lawyer mi number na wo pe wo ho.
That's right.
Yo, any me pacho join na me nke kan kire mo na me pick another call. Why? Obi amfa pen wo join na fa pen ne paper. Any good screen is be brain no, but I don't know. Say bia more share no baby foforo ase. Hello, me dof me pacho yanko.
Pacho me ama.
Yes sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
But with the question kakramina me pe na mene obi awo 2 years ago British child na message that time there were 9,000 waka crowd went no your birth certificate no media maso you live in a blank na afei na am say etimi asort niama na me bisa say betimi edi media koso ejina so dia ya niama.
Fantastic. Me patcho for lawyer obi obeteneta edi amount. Why? Obeya ma wudin beba so bibia be ye pepe. Why? Na hwe na wudin ba so wi ase ne ntawantawa ne be 2 years ago hwe no azam na am ko jenkrata na wudwane we be hu ntawantawa no. Ai bye. You. Me babucho lawyer Emi number na Google screen so bebre no egusu bebre numbers no edoso ntimi hu ba bia me start emo me hu de memo na egusu bebre no mama testimony so me sende de amamo lawyer Emi me pacho testimony aso pe lawyer Emi number because lawyers ne doso ntino o testimony afani din ne show so pe lawyer Emi number mama testimony no me ya amamo sesi a me hu enti me pacho na Google screen so hwe mo YouTube a egu screen so enti no obetimi afre lawyer ye wie program na wo se ya sorry every program ne so a obetumi lawyer case bia ba bedi manimu a ye ba beka na wo ye lawyer idea because ye law wo bi ni ne girlfriend netie o matena che na sister na bra ne se na awoma ena wo bra no e ma me di nuro fifiri Ghana ba ya na Awurade adom awo ba nyinsen ba ye na na eche bra no ti eche no lady na boa ya di nyinsen no di defend no ma ye ma ni bill ti ye ma ni bill no ode ne ho ka nwura wo pie ba ye no hu sister no in short no what is a sister na wo ena wo no ankasa so ko hie Awura ba no wawo Ewura no won krata abra ne fi so betimi agina so agibi Ewura ba na wo eno okọ ne nche no se na wawo ena won frɛ me ena Ewura ba na te ne won ne se onini ni ba e ba na nya ne dia na emum se wonim no ofrɛ ne fo so bi ma no hia na bonten na oba ne nche na wo ka kire wo bi se one ne na awo a obɛfrɛ kuti ama no enti bra ne so aye the step na me ka che bra ne se oba wonyim ne enim ni kunu bia ma me na de aduro bra ne de but na nya wo ba eno no bra yi se la eye me ba sister me sro bo am na me nkwaje me ba love on shinti me ref ni ya sorry program ti me ref na 4 days ago ni me hu se wa fra me agya me audio wa ha lawyer is there any way ye betimi age akra no?
Yes, there is.
Yen kwajino yentime yen kwajino but bra no ebetimi bra ne betimi ehu se ne ba ne akra no ana sister ne be ma ne kwan ama because ni din na ne birth certificate so ye wo ne kro no no nim se sister na wo.
Okay. Yes. There is a way. You have to go through the family courts to resolve issues. There will be a specific order. That specific order, no, it can the court can order say DNA should be conducted so that they are able to find out the paternity of the child. Seba na aklano yene dia no wo somebody a specific order for the birth of the child to be re-registered to reflect the name of the father. Omu yenswa eba kolano nisha that want to do child arrangements or even through mediation. Omu get me advise it parents another person. If you are who they don't agree, say if you are working 2 days a week or 3 days a week or 1 day a week, that costs to meet them. You need to meet them. Now, or more, after say the paternity has been realized, their yasa re-register no the just said also your parental responsibility and it's never said it gave a bit and the what say African settlers to make sure that even say omuba agreement after mediation kwa ombet media to court order mu inti nya fe na ebia maame no besisa na adwen aka say this week mama na ho 2 weeks time me ma hu no or co party 4 weeks time wo yare inti untumi hu no 1 week o se woni na etu kwan aka say untumi mfa na nko say ni mood ye good na o ma wa fa kola no ni mood nya good unfortunately no na kola no hu no inti uba abinel solicitors are ye betra kwan bia ubefa so every step of the way from paternity to re-registering the birth if the child belongs to father now, and then also settling on the child arrangements say uba into upese wo hihye dates only the best spend the quality time ni nyanom no so uba abinel solicitors are ye beboa wo san kwan paso.
+44 7 me pa mo cho obi anfa pen no one tro lawyer a number we say numbers ne do so ba me ma mo ne direct contact ne personal number send ne mo frɛ ya me mpa ni complain +44 78 +44 7824 705353 +44 7824 705353 lawyer Amy enti me pa mo cho obia ne direct number eno no enti yewie now person wo frɛ lawyer wo betimi afrɛ no any question bia wo person ne lawyer Amy etwetwe bia no wo betimi ne no atwetwe nkomo bia person ne etwetwe bia me pa mo cho obia and like program no like it and share oba so no wa like na wa share you like it na wa share me da wo bibiara se la me pa cho wa se bia wo person wo kan ne mfa dwumadie no embra na wieye.
All right.
Me pa cho ma me mfa call we why pa cho. Hello me do for yen call. Hello. Hello. Yes darling. Nyame da so shirayen.
I'm better be busy question ekra.
Me ba cho busa.
Me pa cho say obi nya indefinite na owo namba oga na obutumu aka for one another be registration among one.
Onya yenche say untimi nya registration untimi nkofo mo ma as British. Obeju indefinite ni bi na dia ma wo mo.
Okay.
So wonya British na wo mo sesia no sesia na wo a oba ne be automatic British.
Oh okay. Okay.
Tie wo se wo kwaje visa emma wo mo. Lawyer me pacho med wada roma JDI. Or see how long it will YouTube or see how long does EU settlement scheme for indefinite leave to remain application process takes after submission.
Standard processing time is 6 months.
6 months.
Within
okay.
6 months.
6 months minimum. Hello, Yanko. Na lawyer and sorry.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, darling. Good evening.
Me pacho, me pese me busa lawyer asem.
Me pacho busa.
Me pacho lawyer.
Hello.
Me ho kan fo ne wa ha. Na wo ye no. Obi na assign man.
Aha, meba jina so. Aha, wo sister wo na ne ba ne kura British.
Me pacho Debbie.
Etiefo afa na wo do afidie na to ha eye abona skimpen atre TV so ena sabre wasukusu a utie no yande lawyer Amy na etwetwe enkomo enne intime pache obi biara enfre lawyer na one no entwetwe enkomo. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Me but me say, I'm not my own.
Bra, o first time I would show me your
About Johnny,
ye we are no afre me why.
but your money.
Lawyer me pacho asem bi apeso kan yenko.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, maybe that conclude the program with. So, first, going back into what we discussed today. So, deception or the misrepresentation or what or refusal decision. What said, who uses fraudulent documents? Can say if there's no intent, so the clear intent, what came you and no, a single point, so I say, we defraud it, and our person we use fraudulent documents, and our person transfer, baby, we are innocent, but the weak, I am and the abundance, so we say, wherever you are listening to us, whenever it happens, in patrol, praying at Avenel solicitors, wow, it is a skilled worker visa, no, yeah. And a skilled worker dependent visa now, for example, in Patua, it's the afraid and the Abonkomo, Amaya Abwao was after. But also, very important, may start the program before we talk about the financial requirements as in Kofobi or Kwa or Mumbi due to exceptional circumstances. Such exceptional circumstances are due to do with family or minor child. Because of the minor child, if you are a Juma or you won't mean shedden your hours not to cover you to get to £18,600. That's your hours or universal credits. Every crana, Polano crano, or some type of benefit due to a disability or whatever it may be, except putting me fair for Adinel solicitors. 90 Mamu, because that is an exception to the rule. So the person is exceptional. They are a minor, a child, that if an application is refused, it's mere physically, emotionally, psychologically, the attitude, the personality, the behavior can be affected by the fact that the second parent enter join the second 18.6 with not a more restricting the patrol at Admiral solicitors. It is service admin, no said the common chawa. I said, how we better the battle, the any unified, any family unit. Now, I want to maintain as we do. It in their point, fraying the bed was after patrol. Me that's a continent, and I hope to see you next week.
Yeda lawyer Amy Asibebre lawyer nyame nhira wo se ene so yaje wo mre na ne atena se ababa nsemu acheche nsemu amayate ase nyame nhira bebre ye ne obekasa ye chia wo kunu ene ebusua nyina yeda se adofo ne atiefo wo bibiara afi na wo afide na to ha lawyer Amy Abnel solicitors me pacho wo friend office ho a me pacho me na me di abana me nkasa wo hwehwe lawyer abana wo so wo hwehwe lawyer Amy mimi nye lawyer enti me pa chaw ofre office kwa o se me pe lawyer Amy ni di no eye brofo di nti e bia wo rafi a wo kai British Army what you say aha ana wo de o se wo pe lawyer na oni abona campaign ye program no simple omo ebehwe lawyer na omo de na ma be transfer e de amount eno a eno no ntu de wo ba so a ana wo frɛ wo mo a wo so wo pe lawyer na woni abona campaign ye program no ye lawyer Amy omo ebe ma woni na kasa me pa wo chow ene ye wo first time a wo tie me ana mo a ye amode me number Emma enkofo ese omo ehemfre me no mo aya mode number Emma enkofo se eya omo mfre me no me pa mo chew eya mo nka the way our program no etie enkyere wo mo o ba befre wa ha se ya na wadra wonsem ne ho ekakra me pa chewa me srew o kasa me correct it won so wo ka o ka me jiwa no kra free ho se wo sister also still la enye me nko na me ye program me ne lawyer na ye program se me nko na me ye program dia ubetimi aka ba lawyer no o won limit I also odi nkomo lawyer no won limit I also ask questions enti me kura na ya na me force wo mo aba won limit ti wo so na be busa asem me to wotwene me yi afiri ho wonso no na apese wo ka na wo de ba be hye ho ti mesra mo ya na mo de numbers ne mankofo no ya mo nkyere wo mo se ofra katawa asem ne ho kakra aha oba kuntunkuni premark what you say premark asem na wubusa no premark babies na wa use no aka me sister premark wono obi awo enti premark na de ahye wo ne akasa fine me mete de wo kana se me pa chewa yesa na mama lawyers no mumodu nyina asesa meda wo bibiara ase yo nyame enhira wo bibiara mafi me pa wo me so mafi me because last week akwantie mu nsam amaso this week kura ye hwe because this week me wo program be 2 o'clock e wo charting enti me bompa ye chat na Crystal Palace enti me bompa ye e wo Crystal Palace mo ho no me bompa ye no wood Crystal Palace wo no wood ana aha say nyame be ye madom na me hwehwe se time ne ko hye numre dia ye be shedi nyame ebeye kwasiada eye Mother's Day mon first kimpe fan club akwasi me the pictures be sendi wenra fato so ma me kwasiada eye Mother's Day asanto abras eye nya ha de di Mother's Day ba France de minim asanto a enti ye nya ha de wo say mo celebrate ye nya we UK ha Mother's Day eye kwasiada on the 10th of March. Brother, sister, wutie me. Kwasia de nyame ya adomo a sister as a woba as a woman. Enye wo bi asabi wa wonko ene e kasa wo ye woba time. Yes, celebrate Mother's Day. Obi biara wo ye woba. Obi a ya wo ne akora ya wo ne na to wo kin. A wo ye woba o ye mother. Enti kwasia da eye aka na wotwe ne say aka 6 days efri enne ekopem efiada o maame nti abrochiri bra sister celebrate her fra wo maame kan samu a ede eto maame abraboso na wo maame nhirawo ka asamu a emu hwam ede oba tampapa semenhia kan bibi kire wo maame na che wo maame ade oba abro kire wutirimu ayeden sister brother wutirimu ayeden o maame oba kan wa hwew anyinsa mu ntesutie nyinsa matete o how wo wuwi a anadwo 1 na wo dimirika me ben ho ayehye wo de wo ko hospital wo maame peja oni die wo bedi so still wo maame atwan so ta e de wa ko school do awie o de wa tu kwan brother mubia ye brother sister me paucho kwasia de nyame ya adoma e UK ye Mother's Day maame de ehwo na maame no motiase edru sata mo se abrana me raho because I wish say me maame otiase Mother's Day na me danyame asem so say me maame me hwe me maame Mother's Day enrusu wo kromi ha me busa me maame se kire me de wo pe na me nyema it doesn't matter how much is worth it. Enti wo bia wutie mi bia no na wotwe mu no you should tap send because we use best deal door to door shippers this week enko 1 week me meka enko unsanka enti the best thing na be use why tap send ya bet na brochire Ema ye nsua brofo se chocolate. Na wato chocolate na de ato post mo de koma maame there bi. O maame oye more than chocolate. Enti me pa wo cho. You should tap send. Wonni bia fa wo smartphone na download tap. Ewa wo smartphone so. Na fa send this ka koma wo maame. Wo maame ewu de wodi wo maame ade. Se de odi wo maame ade woni wo adini ya. Obu wa ye dini di ade a wo mfi mo. Se woni wadini ya sister brother hwene se wo maame wate. Bia na maame ewu de odi ade ni ho eye wo nua panyini oba me pacho appreciate her as a mother. Woni mo bi wo da me pacho. Samre we say dua enuma bebre ne bani pa adwene mu. Woni mo bi a wo da ye na doye as a mother. Mani hu say yes, it doesn't matter say wo da. Enu nti na awurade de yenye mu binom aba. Enti woni mo bi a wo da, embrace that person. O gift ya fa cheno. Sunday no papa no afre no. Maame fo as a mother. Kwasi ade nyame ya adoma ye maame no, ema mo ntena ho nye receivers. Ne mo ntena ho enye partakers ema mo ma. Mother's Day eye Sunday. As a maame start wakom kire 28th. For 3 days esi ho e bom paye. E dia paye. E wi apaye. Enoma paye esre wo twedi ampon Nyankopon e bambo ento wo maso sa brain ne wo sedura ase wo ba tan wo de won sa to wo yefunu mu na wo shira wo ba no mi bi e da busua so no mi bi a wo ase mother e dabo busua mu Mother's Day dura sa time no ene wo se wo gina na wo break sa barriers no efri wo maso de wo wakom wo banko mu bi asemada enti na Mother's Day is so special in the whole world. Father's Day dey say dura ye hu hwe. Father's Day dey say dura no an say na Father's Day kura wo hu decoration. But Mother's Day dura ewiase bebia UK ye see a match mu ape Mother's Day wo fa bebia Mother's Day Father's Day kura dey say boy we are 12 and apam mo say hem munyi decoration bi evro na ye nko na fathers edinti na Mother's Day wo busa wo ho say edinti na Mother's Day is so special in the whole world edinti a as a mother edin na wo ye bia wunya this rema abonus kimpe maka hintasem bi e de a kyerɛ enye da bia na abegye akyɛde no na wote ho maame wutie me wote ase mema wo wachi wo mabi nkoye wo sresrefo wo wachi bi wo nanna bi no monsrei enti this Mother's Day no maame dia konkyere na me count for the amount of Flames of Faith Assemblies this year Mother's Day there be yenye sa Mother's Day woni baby akọ wo London fa wonai esi Flames of Faith Assembly wo prayer show o ba fabra me ba studio me prayer show bi ba ha wo prayer show kosia de nyame yadom ye Mother's Day oni wo twedi ampon Nyankopon abasa yadom ebekọ apam wo ba bedi ama wo ma kosia da ye Mother's Day wo di wo prayer show eba bedi wo bedi apaye wo be page apaye wo be noma paye Mother's Day obi ba wo prison Mother's Day obi sie ne ba na wo de awurade aye wadom awurade aye wadom wadi adom bi di achew wabɔ wo ma ho ban wo kurekura wo ma wa mamusuo ne san bi antoma ye kumuda bia nso motiase fa wani ebom pempe kwhwe wabusuam from one nananom so bepem so asemada ade bia wabusuani mu a wo maame wo mpe kwasi ade nyame yadomo a Flames of Faith Assembly yes celebrating mothers no yede gina ho edia mayema ye bedia paya no mapaye asre wo twedia ponyankopon na asemada ye nyina yaka bom abom paya ma die woni bie se afise sei no awurade ma ne a woni bie ma no so awosia gume asemades ye nyina ye beka ye didi abom na ya bom paya baako ama wo bebe biara sa afei na wuwura ware mu a afisa se wani beje se wo wa ware mu dada afisa se wo mo sere wo no omo be ya dance die ye nyina ye beka bom kwasi ada enye ye celebrate mothers so yes of course Flames of Faith Assembly ye be celebrate mothers ya boa ye ho gift the gift obaba be hwe gift mu designs gift the gift by enye no ne ye ka we will celebrate mothers in a grand star but ye wura hunhumu ti kwasi ada me pacho wo ye maami a baby a wo bia bra Mother's Day we enye baby na wo so ko celebrate no me made me ko nandos me pacho bra sorry ye wi a wo no ma akotena nandos ye wi a wo ne wo ma akotena nandos bra fa won sabeto wo ma so be kan shiran sem gu wo ma bra boso fa wo ma no e bra nya me fie me ma so mo di mi ko cinema enye Jack Chan na wo ko he gush nye no na wo ko he kian nye no wo bebe fie ma me na ate woni so ade beche wo ba be ko school ni ache no wo be ko akọ Jack Chan beba Rainbow ano Schwarzenegger wo be ko akọ beba no ade beche wo be ko school no ni edisu ewura wo fie na police igbo opunu wo mani benyini no na afede wo ba no adane bayifo na ni bre ne classmate edi bentia na ne classmate maame Mother's Day obekọ akọ Jack Chan no na wo bom paye ma ne ba enti wo ba ne be hu no wasi me classmate me ni bre no dabi me kai platform bia na me woso na me schoolmate bi ena die na bibia ni a Miss Brown na bibia ni a Miss Brown ye nyina ya ba abrochire yes ye nyina ba abrochire no ebedie ye different ye nyina na ye ba ye ebedie ye different edie ntina wo mo ni abre wo bi me maame esesa ne ma photo ede na ma sore dem bompa ye no e bia na maame de wo no so hwe Jack Chan enti sebe bia megina enhira ne animonyam bi pie wo ho a enkasa woni mi ne ko school e bi kwa na akire made yes e bia na ye mi teacher enso se de awurade aye me no wo mi teacher no wa ba me na ase talk less about what me no within classroom ana wo kire made as wo ye me work mame yes because me mame a sacrifice ye e di mame enti se wo ba ka kire wo se yenkohwe movie yenkotena River Thames nko totobo yenkoto snooker system brother me paucho ka kire wo ba ne se yenko celebrating Mother's Day in the church and sana yakwa akọ Jack Chan ka kire wo ba no me paucho sister esunu wo bia o menka se wo neighbor esunu fia wo free mu ene esunu wo nso fia wo free mu enti sister wutie me kosia de nyame ya adoma Flames of Faith Assembly yesterday asore 1 o'clock baby a wo bia fa train fa bus ne bra kosia da heaven will kiss the earth osuru babie dia wo pesa wo ba no wonye ene wo beye by your spoken word dia wo ba na wo kofa na free Ghana benye ye what try bia brabo menye ye Mame, aware na aya nyuno dia ma wo ba wie school adwuma wonya binye ah ena wote ho Mother's Day wo twen so ba be kwa akoto flowers di abrew wo twen so beto chocolate di abrew sister brother sorry wo ba wie school wonya adwuma nye ena wote ho wonya 18 20 19 ena wote ho wonya adwuma nye hey wo twen Mother's Day wani wo ho sorry kwasi ada fa wo ba ne bra mame sa wo ba ne so wo ma wanka sabra ne be kafra paye ne be dia paye ne be hwede Kristo be ye yes ne be hwede Kristo e be ye kwasi ada ye kwa sorry a young guy or court or otu kwan or continent oba airport any chino adanya na osano cram because so and almost ye do beto ho because wa call so cram wankasa enti cram na etwe no at the age of 18 years and the krom hayede ne be court that means say na chese ne cram na wo committee ye no e serious enti akura na tukwan oba olande ya airport na gegra ye che no ye de ni tu mu ma de che ne ma ne bill ene ye share ne court so omra court ene kwasi ada no ono o ma me ba sorry hush me say Prophet Greg ohun nyame de na ba bewie mu United Kingdom awie ye bremu sister wunnia sorry kwa me kanfo Flames of Faith Assembly amount e brother mpai bo brabi brother fa wo jempai bonim fa wo ho jempai bonim no bi awrade anam ne so mo bi ye shoot no 8 times wangu wada so ti ase entima akura ne maame wo gidie se awrade penam Prophet Greg so wo mo muti premu ye de wo ko Ghana wo mu pie wo bia ye de ni wo prison dem ye yi ni pie through spoken word Prophet Greg entima de no mo court no maame no woni mpefe ena ada ye de ne court ye chi akura na de chi ya ne so maame emra court ade chi ya ye de akura ne court ena ye ma akura ni bill ena omo de ne share court ne ena ne lawyer ka kire ne se oba ne ye be jeli no yes of course oba no wanya 18 years no mo twen so benya 18 be jeli no Sunday akura ne ba sorry a young guy oba sorry o ma sorry waba ho twice as I say na wa ma ho ntena ho ma yempon da every minute no kwa abonten we say every minute enra otena say the whole service during prophet eye ministration and offer boy no was wo wonko jail ha ya and also ma me wo ma me mra na prophet say ya direction and was a falti to ma me so onko jail me who say judge na wo betina akunyamadi asem no ye very tough enye easy or ye very tough but because of enne what do nine esi ase no osoro bekasa e kire nyame adoma mo court na mo no se nye nyame a onko nsempie ma eno ma me say yes lawyer na ka kire yen se ye de ni betum ye be sentence no ena Prophet Greg said debi hey oba no e kina wo be court ama wapie enra before ye be start sorry ye brother ba ko aso na ye MC or share ne testimony ne ba akoye shoplifting ne ba ko wiade e wo shop ye de asam na court mo ye yezuma mo ma no Prophet Greg ohun so we Nigeria news of wa na Ghana for no na you people you don't value what you have mo pe asofo a wo ba no aye sei na nipa didi na chi ye ni epiepia mo hwe ni epiepia mo hwe wa wo ye humble no they don't value you Ye zoom ya wada na ye crossover no bra no ne ba court ne ba court enti ya wada na ye crossover no before ya wada ni Tuesday ye kwa asori na bra ne de letter na wo de court no court na ye Friday wo de court Friday no ye 1st of March omo court Tuesday na de ba asori eno de beto altar eso o de beto altar so nti daddy ya asori nyina no ne court na ne ba na ekọ no elected aso ya wada ye crossover magadu de brabata ta hey abra ye crossover no eno se debi prophet Greg Nyankopon police somebody and fan fa ho why bi na wugusu a wo ye ampa ade cheye omo get ready akọ court omo dru court wa omo say ya dismiss case no caution nothing ya ma akura ne caution ya ma ne hwe onko ya ma ne caution ya ma ne court ho ne kura wanko police fo ne ka kire ne say ne court no ye twam omo check ne file no omo check omo say uni case wa ha ne letter ni susu nie 1st of March e wo so omo ba court letter ni nie omo check bibia ye so ba no uni case wa ha no say hey omo check ye no ye twa case nim no charges nothing no charges nothing enti maame no enra bra ne hye ne testimony enti na akura na wo kokoto ne no ono o maame enyina wo ho prophet is so bi a hye ne testimony ha ono de wo ya akura ko kokot ame de caution ato ne so akọ ade e wo shop na wo de ne de you deserve to be jailed but sense osoro tiasi no obekwa bankunim dem judge no oye very tough. I can see now I can see oye very tough but we will not jail you adana wo akrani tu kwan na wo ba ye no o ma me you so stress ye che no me kwa me free police station wo bi ofra omuso mo bi ankasa akra no wanyini o 18 ade che wo ma me mra court ya che no kwasi ada ade che ya ma me ne mra court ye de akra no court prophet say wo ba ne be ma ne bill unconditional bill enipa ono mo koye sa anuema no omo ye restricted e wo mo bill so ba bi wo mo ntimi nko we mo ntimi nyina ha akra ne ma no unconditional bill ena ye san from so omo mra court enne no mo ye be kan mo sentence a kire wo mo enne omo ko court osoro bekasa osina ne nyami na ka zawiye mu prophet Greg Nyankopon osoro obekasa yenyina yenkasa na ne nyami na wa ka zeiwate yenkasa na manie be osoro bekasa ama wa koma tawuyem yenkasa enka woda abna enka wada wate enipa soro enka wada wo ma mese ma ye frustrated wo se me bag kura makoja bag o kamu enne ma me no wo kebu wo hwiri wo ne akura no mu hu de omonye prophet Greg wo se daddy na nye easy ye lawyer ka kire ye se hey ene ye duro na lawyer say hey judge we ni enya no ene ene de da but na wo moje prophet Greg mpaye bia enura wo boye ene apam bia wo ne nyame akọ apam bia wo ne nyame akọ enura wo se fa utitu maame ekokoso labro bititi haya tapa hey ubeko aba ye be dismiss case no and a DNS court. Your track case, you say, tin ton tan. A trim. Where your mammy would see me. Kwasia denya me ya domoa. He. Mammy be an the back of joining downstairs from Kokumu nipa. Omukoku obi. Ka no mu di koku no. Sa ka no no mo de fa boy no boy ne ka omo ho dada. Ba boy ne nka kuna wo mu koku ne ho. But because of what na ka nim na police for e chi wo mo oka ho. Police if what chi wo mo mo ka wo ye jelu mo. Utu ni a British passport. Wo di visa e na ti kuro mi ha. Ye de boy ne ko Ghana. Ye jeli no na ye yi na de na ko Ghana. Sa testimony na me say ya share wa haka aka. Prophet Greg is a lalai. Oba no obetene kuro mi ha. Ewradia dom through Prophet Greg. E court no judge ne say de mo kanyina eye stories. Akure wanya momobo. Moma ne nkrata no wontene kuro mi ha. Munchia ne ka. Aban nchia ne ka aban ma ne dan. Yes. Na Ghana for no na munya mo testimony wi a. Na muni nyame entamatete. Eti Prophet Greg de Ewurade nam ne so bokwan ato ba bi ekwani. Ewurade nam ne so de sedia bafie bebre mu ni a wo pe ba nyaba. Ni a wo pe kuna nyakunu. Ayare setumi wo de ache no. Enti wutie mi akwasi ada ma mentene fie. E brandam pai bo fa hojim. Kwasi ada ye 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Unia sorry kwa me kanfo flames of faith abrew. Pa sorry Ewurade abasa wo so. Ewurade na dom ne ho sra ne ho homo. We wura ho wo say yes and musra enie. Me what the presence of Almighty. Me kanfo flames of faith assembly amount. Ye share kwasi ada any Tuesday. Kwasi ada your food for the soul and the spirit service. Ye start here sorry 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pepe. Asori ni ye base wo eye the heart of Great Britain. Eye Elephant and Castle. Enye yira kwan kra. Me patch of abas for train. Ebesi Elephant and Castle. Busa wo bia se ope Keddington train station. Enra obi kun ne ho e wo Keddington train station ho. Obi jampe ne ho eto ho. Sister brother sorry ne bebom payo bedia paye enti enra no ma closing northern line but enra na no omu yi nipa no enti no northern line eda so eye adwuma enti me patch of a bus for train ebese Elephant and Castle busa wo bia se wo pe Keddington underground and Keddington train station ubetimi anante from Elephant and Castle aba ho anase wo fa bus a eye 2 stop pe wo sia Keddington station wana wanimu ntenten so ubehu small Tesco mini Tesco any offline things me patch of small Tesco no eho fadane ho a na ubeba beto small park be praying ground Denise Obaya ubeba beto small praying ground to be ewo ho ekwa na sorry dan no ewo every Tuesday bia no eye redemption hour ye di apaye no mapaye wi apaye fra paye epusu apaye edwaria paye esoma paye e ma paye koye nsenkyerene wose man nsenkyerene ni mempaya mi boyachio Ewurade ma wo hu se wo yonyame a wo ti ase e benade do assessment na ho brother entena dem sister bia wakoye nkrata na nkrata ye di abre no one of me lawyer ba ko me so abeka no ha korada Wednesday waka e wahada na nkrata ye di abre no enkrata ye di abre no 8 months ya san friend say nkrata na etwam because why nkrata na nye papa sister brother entena say don't rely on nkrata don't rely on awo bi awawo ekunu bi awaware enka say mekunu de me kwa asori ya wompe run for your life enkasa me yire de wo kwa asora wompe run for your life me ma de mintimi for mo fa snow mu sister abra na wo pa wo no na snow eto 100 degrees Celsius okura na afem ekobom paye abra na ye homeless o pe dan no na snow eto 200 degrees na wo fem ekobom paye abra sister na wo mo bro bra wo mo bro wo cheta wisie na sister brother awie bo ensuo to eje to wo be fam akọ. Remember your first love. Bra niye mompaye every Tuesday. Bible say mama so amone so abra mo komu buo. Momra na me masafo brade me mama home. Ebena de bia ye wo giem paibo. Fa wo prayer request bra. Ade bibiara eda wakoma so sister fabra. Brother fabra na ye mosom paye. Woni awrade media paye medin paye. En kanchi apaye na ne ntentam. Fa akoma pabra. Wodi akoma paba osuru ebebio. Me fa nhye wadwene mu se me ba ba hwehwe prophet Greg you. En fa nhye wadwene say prophet Greg die awrade nam ne so ye nsankyina ne sister brother wunya hwe oye nipa. Fa hye wadwene mu se woni wunya nkopon wa wo bo wo no ebe tentam. Wono na wo ba ba hwehwe ne nipa. Sa wodi hye wadwene mu se enipenti na wo ba dia eni sister wo biti awon na so abesu beko brother wo ba no anya kunwa antana so awu befu mabiem ba se hye wadwene mu se woni nyame ba betentam ono a wo boss ro ne asase awiase nyina awura enti na wo ba sister ono so beba onsrabe enti benada bia ye start till 7 p.m. to 9:30 ya chekora 10 me pa chobra na ye ni apaye na ye no mapaye kwasi ada we die me nyu hu mfirimo fa wo prayer show ebra woni prayer show wo die bra hey woni bi bra kwasi ada 10th of March wantina fi woni ba bi akọ obi invite o ba bi a wo se da bi me ko Flames of Faith Assembly o pe direction frame me ko Flames of Faith Assembly FFA obi catch your sister bra Mother's Day be didi wo boa hey Judas wo boa sister enko obekọ akodidi abra na ye mompaye e bia wo kọ wa asori na apese Sunday wo besra yen me pacho wo pon wa asori na wo didi mirika to wo ba na wo de wo ni di ya don't worry oba obeba beto assorted snacks obeba beto bibia bi wo ho hot chocolate cappuccinos enuma bebre obeba beto bi wo ho kwasi ada Mother's Day ya appreciate mothers oba you will love it into kwasi ada bra Skin Pen Fine Club ebusia ba ko Saturday minim semeba program ana memba because me will program Saturday at 2 o'clock omu change time on dia meba omu change time na dia kwasi ada ememenda akwantio mu nsem na meba be appreciate mo pa Skin Pen Fine Club ebusia ba ko ampa indeed ye ebusia ba ko ampa aseda PSC machere odo Mother's Day no mo de ma hya entem pa ma hya entem me baby a meyi na di so na me boni din me ne nkire so ye mba executives e na menyemo na agyeman momo bo mu din musuma me na me wura mfio me executive wi de nche na o ma ye emotional ade do sing momo bo mu din ade bo mu din ma megimaima momo mo obudi ngusu no manye mistake am obi am emotional chairman na agyeman accident uswe one wo vice ma me se wa kuto o second vice Joyce Jefferson wo wa koda wo no so Joyce Jefferson secretaries Pelado Bia ade dosen obo wa obo ni dia no ani manyinya obo wa obo ni dia na sede da wanim ade Pelado Bia hey this me two secretaries welfare team onyame ba mama si Bra Francis welfare models no okay Bra Francis kakari aseda ensi welfare fu nyina so momo body ni bi mame organizers hey menye mudenie Sister Sarah Brajete organizers mo also Mary Biba Letitia Sister Margaret, Lady Margaret, we boy what dear we kick him. Maybe Diamond na madoma VVVG1 hey why welfare for the modoso me refifi mudin me se mo modin mo bodi no hey bra o kwasi ade nyame ya adoma bra wakwa aba ye me kati video na frame me kati video na frame ayi ade dose me se mo bodi no a mo bo eni e mo bodi a me wura fifi o aseda ensi executive fu nyina so wa ma modin Rita edi se ne kame nko Rita aseda na wan biem all the executives nyame me kura me wade da mani me so me here Bra JTVG Joyce Jefferson Bra Francis Mabodi Diamond Anamadoma Mabodi Francis Opoku Isaac Akari Sister Margaret Letitia Mary Biba Pella Dobia Sister Rita Sarah Kapo I think some nyina na mabobo mudi executives are munni executive platform so as a PSC nsi so na ensi skin pay fine club members nyinara hey na maami se wa mo ya de fefe se ya mo frɛ mo patrons e wo se bibi se mo frɛ patrons ne kwa no mo wasika o frɛ mo frɛ na no se kwa me kotoko na ma frɛ lawyers na ma frɛ ye daddy one and only daddy of our end time, the one who speaks and heaven get jobs to do. Hey, Prophet Greg, no my friend, no, Omuninara, no more dear two o manim, Mosi, Mother's Day ba, Bibi say, Ade, Mammy say, wa, Nana Jemai, no more too many, no more dear here patrons, no, I just say, a one day. Ti bibi sa no mon frɛ wo mo enti aseda ensi wo mo so Saturday ye ko meeting no skin pay fine club me mafo bi wo ma for mo skiti esede omunim de me pɛ omunim pa pefe na ye meeting we ye celebration kakra celebrate mothers yes Saturday no enti ye celebrate mothers wiye na se wa koto se wa mpafo obi ba JK mama se wa ebe so mensa wo se mama gina ho menko na me gina ho na me hwe mama se wa anim mama se wa na apel nkofo mu ba ko em se mama se wa na me hwe mama se wa wonim me pa wonim de me pel ni me ade dose sa for rounds no omunim ye gina ho na me hwe wo mo na me hu se flower bi afiti kwana no ba kwa na me muna ye kumse na me kan tin se na flower mo de bre obi odem ha na nipa kro bi deliver flowers ana na me muna ye na ma me se wa hwe manim no asre ma me se wa se tiefo ebusia ba ko skin be fan grab we say abusia ba ko skin be fan grab ye nyina eje so abusia na de dosen so aba no osre no abegina aha na flowers ni kra de dosen if I remember obi abegina me chance Lady Margaret Sister Margaret na abusia ba ko ma me se wa se nne eye Mother's Day enti ye nyina ye celebrate ye mother Lady Skin Pay flowers e wana me dane meni na mkacha o se flowers mbe to abomo ha se mam ade mo pene ho nipa no gina mcho se me to ntwene flower ni be gina me nchen kora no na mamuna me sre hey asantini abayu amame flowers flowers na me hwe flowers me who flowers no na me who you ejina manimu so sa na minim se gold ni shem he me be money ate ye mo na na skin pampa mo ni sika de ache so se sika yare anka mo yare anka mo the intensive care ke the life support assist me may so ewurade he skin pampa for money ate o money ate ankasa he odo no enhira no ewurade me say kwasi ada media pa ya pa ye mumunti hey kwasi ada me she mantle munti media pa ya no ma pa ya tafra pa ye osoro obehira mo ma me say wa woni ma de am ye me fe ade am ye me fe ne say afiwe mu nyina mo kambo from mosquitoes mo ho de bedam kire no mo kambo mu sa ne ye enti afi obi ani je obi wanda na mo yesi amama abana na manka say obi ani je he moni ate ye munim de mo ma me pe aba afi de frawa na gina hoyi obi na sister Margaret wase ma bana flower ni gio se me de yeden be to abomu afi de mani kobo flowers iso a me si boy bo fa me mo hwe sika flowers no sika me de ahyehye o cash me meya ye de obi nya bi da obi koye bi cake na ya me hu se cake na mu twa na mu twi sika free cake ni mu a skin pain fine club asanto brass brabe join ni bi o brabe join ni bi ye beti bi wo kurom ho amaw ye beti France de asanto brass na be da no wo ho hwe ene ho de premine kese pa asanto brass na be da no me sister skin pain fine club for adwoa na gina me nchena nim sa adwoa yes adwoa osema abana minim sa umpe flowers ba men to ndwuno hwe flowers no so hwe hey £50 cash lazan money cash enye cedi so pounds ye kodi banku Saturday kodi banku pounds sterling sika cash nyame onshirabo nyame wo onye mo kese Eradi nshiramo skin pain fan club fu nyinara members obia baby mu yi sika free bia nyame nshiramo maamo mosema mante o maamo mamane no enye late mfa mo de emra obia fa ne de nkoma maame sewa ana apel ana wo frɛ hwana na jeje Joyce Jefferson mo frɛ Joyce Jefferson ha mo frɛ na maamo so mante no enye late yo mon kam ho Mother's Day Sunday mo so mon koto mo flowers na mo so mo nye mo de mfamra me twɛn mo nyame wo nhira mo aye me fedodo Saturday me ba se emre bem na nyame ye yadom na Saturday ye ba me damasi nyame on nhira mo me da mu nyina amase opeku join ya ewo UK ha me pacho brass skin pain fine club ne be join ne eye skin pain fine club ebusia ba ko nyame on nhira mo nyame ye adom a Wednesday me ne mo be sign atena sibio by echina eye redemption I went to bra sorry why echina bra sorry ame nhira mo.
At Diaspora Insurance, we understand the importance of dignified send-offs within Ghanaian culture and traditions. We also understand that you want to avoid the double trauma of your family grieving and not having the financial support to cover funeral expenses when you're not around. With our Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan, you can now cover yourself or your family in Ghana or abroad. With no medicals required, we'll accept you if you are under 75 years. Visit our website today or call us to complete a simple form in under 5 minutes. With Diaspora Insurance, your peace of mind is guaranteed.